The journey from being an ACCA affiliate to an ACCA member is having 36 months of practical experience, which most of the students do know, but they do not know how to file this PER. I'm Megha Bansali, a commerce career coach and an ACCA member. I get this request from a lot of students that ma'am, how do we fill our PER? So that's why I'm making this video where I'm going to be showing you step-by-step process on how to file your PER. Now what you require is your ACCA login ID, password and your employer details handy before you get started. So please get these details. Let's start and let's follow the video. So as you know, the first step for anything in ACCA is to go to accaglobal.com. Please visit the official website accaglobal.com. Go to MyACCA and log in to your portal. So you will have to just go to ACCA. Once you have logged in, on the left hand side you can see dashboard qualification. Click on my qualification. So on top it will show how many exams you have cleared and all of that. And when you go down, you get this practical experience tab. And here you have to just click get started. So this will take you to another tab where you will have to file your PER experience. Now this just loading. So this is your PER dashboard. So you have to just go down and say I agree and confirm. So these are some disclaimer that you have actually done your PER. Guys, please do not file for any fake PER. File for a genuine PER itself. Okay. So just click continue. Now who can sign your PER? In India typically there are 3 people who can sign your PER. One is a ACCA member, of course. Second is a qualified chartered accountant. And lastly, a Indian CMA who is practicing can also sign your PER. So if I talk in terms of Indian context, these are 3 people who can sign your PER. So also make sure that PER is not signed by an organization, it's typically signed by a person. So you will have to give the details of the person under whom you were employed. So if you have worked at a chartered accountancy firm, you will have to give the CA's details and his email ID, his membership details, and that CA will be signing for you. So please make sure that this is there. So wherever you're working, you can ask any chartered accountant, any ACCA member or an Indian CMA member to sign for your PER. Now getting back to this, so you get your PER, just say save and continue. This is what we are trying to file, our practical experience. Then here, this is the most important thing, you need to add your employer details, name, their office location and their address. So I'm just doing a sample, okay, the employer's name, the employer's office address, location, all of that. Do save and next. You need to put what was your job title there, what did you work there as. Let's say as finance associate, okay, and what was your start date and end date. Typically this is the period for which you are filing your PER. So please make sure your start date and end date is very accurate, okay. Actual start date and end date. How many hours you have worked average in a week. So it's a minimum requirement of 35 hours. How relevant is this role? If this is a role in the field of finance or any other field, you can put the percentage. If they are an ACCA approved employer, is this an auditing role? Is this a lecturing role? So based on whatever is the profile, you can feed in the details. You do a save and a next. Details now that comes of your supervisor, so you can just verify that if this is correct or no. Then now here you need to again put the name of your supervisor and their email address. Please note the email address is the most important factor. The email address is the most important factor because this is where the employee is going to get an email. So the email has to be right, and try to put official email as much as possible. Do not try to put personal email because authenticity is tested via all these factors, okay. Then you need to talk about relation. So if this person is a IFAC qualified line member. So what do we mean by IFAC? So there are list of lot of institutes who have tied up together and they are called as IFAC. So the Indian Institute of Chartered Accountancy, ICAI, and the Indian Institute of CMA, These two are considered to be IFAC members, and that's why an Indian Chartered Accountant or an Indian CMA can sign your PER. Even an ACCA can sign your PER. So this person who's signing your PR has to be an IFAC qualified member. And then what was the job title? Okay, so what is the job title of the qualified person? Click save and send invite. It says message has been sent and simple your PR has been filed. Now your employer is going to get an email and he has to simply say yes, this person has worked under me, and that's it, your PR is done. So this is how you file your time. However, your objectives have a different way to file, so which I'm going to be showing it to you right away. Okay, then we click here on objectives. So on the top you can see we click on objectives. So your time and your objectives have to be both approved for your PR to be done. Under objectives you have 5 compulsory objectives and 4 optional objectives. So you need to complete total of 9 objectives in your PR. That means you're doing a practical experience, but it has to be relevant. If it is not relevant, it's no use of filing the objective. So if you see here, 5 are essential and any 4 out of the technical based on the work you have done will be there. Now what you have to do is, let's say I want to talk about ethics and professionalism. Now these things have to be very true, very relevant for your experience, because ACCA is very strict in terms of objectives. So you have to draw relevant examples from your real working life as to where you fulfill the objectives or how you learned about these objectives. For simple example, ethics and professionalism, how did you learn that on the job? State some relevant examples on the job, and that is how you can file for your objectives. So objectives have to be written a minimum of 200 characters is something that is needed. So please draw practical examples from your working to put into your ethics and professional tab. So if you come here, they have given you some elements or some examples of how you can achieve your ethics and professional skills. For simple example, act with integrity, objectivity, professional competency, due care. You should raise concern about non-compliance. So in case you felt that sometimes confidentiality was not maintained, sometimes it does happen, you're in your office canteen and you tend to discuss about your client and some information can slip out. If there was some scenario like that, you can state it and state how probably you or someone else tried to maintain confidentiality. So give relevant practical examples. That is what your objectives are all about. So you have to basically click here again on start objectives, and you will have to give a description about basically when you felt that ethics and professional skills was maintained. You give relevant examples, save the statement, and again these objectives also have to be approved by your employer, because the employer will say genuinely if you maintain these objectives or not. So after you have fulfilled this entire statement, again you have a tab where you need to put your employer details, and the employer will get an email saying this person has filed for this objective under your name. Please let us know if it is genuinely true or no, and the employer will have to approve. So basically these were the steps on how to file your PR. You've understood it's a simple 5 minutes job and it will not take a lot of time. Now after you file your PR, just give a call to your employer and tell them you have received an email. They need to click on their email and set up their login ID password too on the ACCA portal, and once they do that, all they have to do is go to your profile and click approve. That's it. It's a total hardly 10 minutes job to file the PR and to approve it. Also, my recommendation is that if you're leaving an organization and you've already spent 1 year, then at least in the last 10-15 days get your PR done, because following up with your employer later gets very difficult. So do not waste till the last minute and file your PR at the earliest possible. And in case you have any sort of queries or doubts with regard to your ACCA journey or the PR, please feel free to reach out to me. And do share this video with more of your ACCA friends so that they can file their PR in easy, simple steps. And please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, like the video and share it with more ACCA students. Do drop a comment below if you found this video useful and if you want any such assistance with your ACCA journey. I'll be back with more such content. Till then, take care. See you all.